So your Postgres tables are bloated, your disk is filling up, and you need to get that space back. You've got two options, vacuum full or PG repack. Which one do you pick?
What's the difference? They both shrink tables, right?
Sure, they both shrink tables. But the trade-offs? Completely different. We're going to look at why regular vacuum doesn't actually shrink files, what vacuum full locks and for how long, and how PG repack rebuilds tables while your database is still running. Plus the failure modes, because there are definitely failure modes you need to watch out for. Here's the thing about regular vacuum. It marks dead tuple space as reusable. Future inserts can go in those spots, but it doesn't give any disk back to the operating system. Your file size generally stays the same, except when trailing empty pages are truncated. The only exception is if you've got a run of completely empty pages at the very end of the table, then it'll truncate those.
So if bloat is scattered throughout the table, vacuum does nothing for disk space?
Exactly right. That's when you need something that actually rewrites the table. Vacuum full creates a new copy of the entire table to squeeze out the bloat. But here's the catch. It takes an access-exclusive lock that blocks everything, selects, inserts, updates, deletes, all of it. And for a big table, you're talking minutes to hours.
So it's basically a production outage?
Pretty much, yeah. And you need double the disk space at peak because it's building a new copy before it swaps the old one out. Oh, and there's no built-in way to see progress, but it can be canceled safely using standard query cancellation methods. PG repack is an extension that rebuilds the table with minimal blocking of reads and writes. It creates a shadow table behind the scenes, copies all the rows over, and uses a trigger-based log to capture any inserts, updates, or deletes that happen during the copy.
So queries keep running the whole time?
Yep. Once the copy is done, it replays the log to catch up, and then it takes a brief access-exclusive lock, usually just milliseconds, to swap the old table for the new one. Reads and writes are only blocked for that final swap. PG repack is free and open source, though operational costs may apply. The trigger log doubles your write load during the rebuild, and you'll see a disk spike. The shadow table, its indexes, and the log can easily hit 2 to 3 times the size of the original table.
What if something goes wrong mid-rebuild?
If a long-running transaction or even an idle transaction is holding a snapshot, PG repack can't get that final lock. It'll time out. And if it fails partway through, the shadow objects are just sitting there, you have to clean them up manually. Also, your replicas replay the entire rebuild, so expect replication lag to spike hard. Use vacuum full only when you've got a scheduled maintenance window and you can afford the downtime. It's simpler, it's built in, and you don't need to install anything. Use PG repack when you need to reclaim space on a live production system. Just make sure you've got the disk headroom and no long-running transactions sitting around that'll block the swap.
And if I'm not sure which tables are bloated in the first place?
That's where monitoring comes in. By the way, my DBA's free health check continuously tracks dead tuple ratio and bloat across all your tables, and it hands you the exact vacuum or earindex command to run. You don't have to write manual bloat queries. Connect your own database in a few minutes, and you'll get a growing health report that grades you across 16 domains, bloat, auto vacuum lag, disk forecasts, all of it, with the exact runnable fixes. Head to my dba.dev for your free check.
Thanks, I'll check it out.